So students, in today's class we will start the new topic as per the NCERT. The next topic is responses to the abiotic factors. So that means we are talking about how the organisms respond to the changes in the abiotic factors around. So as you can see in the graphical representation mentioned here, at the x-axis we have put the external level of the changes in the abiotic factor, and on the y-axis we have mentioned the internal levels of changes for the same parameter but inside the body of the organism. So let's take an example. There are organisms in which if the temperature starts increasing, so as temperature increase, there are some organisms in which the level of temperature inside their body also increases. That means they lack the ability to maintain a constant temperature inside. They lack the machinery or mechanism, or this mechanism is too expensive for them. So they only perform the activity that they perform. What they are able to do is they fail to maintain temperature. So their temperature starts increasing as the temperature exceeds outside in the external environment, and in the same manner when their temperature around their body starts to drop in winters, then the same way their internal body temperature also comes down. So such organisms which are not able to regulate a constancy inside in their body for example for the temperature are called as conformers. So as the temperature outside increases, their internal temperature also increases. Such organisms are called as conformers. Second category, those organisms which are able to maintain a constancy. So you can see in this graphical representation that as the temperature is increasing, or you can say it's decreasing, the temperature inside the body remains constant. So they have the machinery and they are able to expend the energy and resources to maintain a constancy inside in their body. Say for example for temperature, such organisms are called as regulators. And yes, there are some organisms which are partially able to regulate, so they are called as the partial regulators. Now, the first thing to understand in this concept is that what are regulators, then conformers, and then what are partial regulators, followed by what other adaptations or options the organisms have for their survival, because all these things are done for making the survival of the organism better. So the regulators, first of all, so we all know birds and mammals and few of the invertebrates. This is NCERT statement exactly. Birds, all the mammals, and they are endotherms. We know this term from the 11th class itself, that the warm-blooded organisms are homeothermic in nature. You have learned these things in 11th. Also called as endothermic in nature. This term is there not in the NCERT of 12th class, but if you go through the back exercise of this chapter, you will find the word endotherm and ectotherm. So endotherms are the warm-blooded animals. So all the birds and mammals are regulators, and few invertebrates and few lower vertebrates are also regulators. Now, what do you mean by regulation? Maintaining a constant internal environment inside the body of the organism is called as homeostasis. Homeo stands for similar or constant, and status means the situation or condition. So maintaining constant conditions inside, so that the organism's physiological reaction, metabolic activities, they all function at their best, is called as homeostasis. And this is achieved by two methods, either regulating the temperature, and second method is by regulating the osmotic pressure or osmotic concentration. So there are two methods for an organism to maintain homeostasis. One is by thermoregulation, so that temperature is maintained. Second is by osmoregulation, so that the osmotic concentration of the body fluid, especially the blood, is maintained. Now, the physiological adjustments, we need to understand here that the organism is able to do homeostasis, or you can say the thermoregulation, either by physiological adjustments or by behavioral changes. So we all know that we must have seen that we enjoy to be into sun during winters, and we try to stay as much as possible indoors during summer. So same way, even you would have seen lizards try to do the same thing, or you can say crocodiles in zoo, you would have seen they try to do same thing. they bask in the sun in the winters to increase their temperature because it is cold outside, and then they go into the cool shaded places or under water in moist condition during the summers so that the temperature can be brought down. Now in the same manner what human and birds are able to do, so let's take the example of human being. In the human being cases, we have another adjustment apart from behavioral changes. We also show physiological adjustment. We all know that in the winters we shiver. Now the shivering is a type of exercise which causes the temperature of the body to increase, but we all know that we are burning the food, and this burning of food causes heat to generate so that we can maintain our temperature of body near about 37 degrees centigrade or 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. And this is done because it is very cold outside, maybe 0 degree, 1 degree, 10 degrees. So that's why shivering occurs in winter. And in the same manner, we sweat in the summer profusely. Degree of sweating also changes from person to person, from temperature to temperature. So when we are sweating, we are trying to lower down the temperature of body, because sweat is nothing but the water with some salt. And when the salt undergoes evaporation, this water undergoes evaporation, it causes cooling effect. So in summers when temperature is high, we try to bring temperature down. These are the methods of homeostasis or for thermoregulation in organisms, physiological and behavioral adjustments. And then this is how the organism tries to regulate the temperature inside the body. Now, we all know plants are fixed, so plants cannot have the behavioral changes. So the only way possible for plant is to perform transpiration, because transpiration helps the plant in cooling down. We all know when we stand under the sun, under a shaded place, but if it is a artificial shaded place like concrete, it will be hot. But when we stand under a tree, we will find the difference in temperature. This happens because the trees are standing in the sun, we are under the shade of the tree. The tree is transpirating, losing water, and then cooling effect happens around the plants.